Well, it doesn't loop anymore and it always cuts off when I try to do this, but hello and welcome to the first of one, the first of none, the first of many, or the first of just this one. I am Dan Nasty. Welcome to the brand new Dan Nasty Show. If you're joining us on YouTube, hello. Very shortly, boom, that'll happen. Here I am. The text is still on the screen. What's going on? Dan Nasty going out on his own, trying to do his own thing here. See what's going on. This will eventually all be aired over there on the Velocity Live Radio Network, velocityliveradio.airtime.pro. It's that thing right there on the screen. If you want to check us out right now, I believe they're playing something else. So if you go there right now, you are not going to hear my beautiful voice. You will just hear a classic show of probably Paul Verderosa, maybe even me. I could be wrong. You could go to that spot right now, and the thing you could very well possibly hear might be my voice. I don't know. I'm on there quite a bit on old classic programming, but welcome to Daylight Savings Time. I was not expecting to be up this early. I've been totally thrown off because, to be honest with you, I forgot about everything that was going on with daytime savings and daylight savings. I've been messaging people all morning. Just, you wake up, you don't have to go around and set clocks anymore. Your cable box does it automatically. Your phone does it automatically. So you really kind of, if you weren't paying attention, I could see in today's day and age how you could potentially end up just not knowing and not doing it. But that's that. Let's take the Velocity Live thing off. They are not on here right now. Obviously, there's the email address, dannastyshow@gmail.com. Anything you want to say to us, 24 hours a day, send us an email, send us a message, say what's up. These will be up and stay up on YouTube for a while. The studio here is being built. It'll change a little bit. It'll probably get nicer. Still trying to figure out how we're going to work all this, where things are going to air, where things are going to be in here. Working on getting guests. We're going to have some fun. On Twitter, of course, we're there just like everybody else. Dan Nasty Live is the Twitter handle there. So feel free to join us and send us messages, and I'll be on there all the time tweeting about all the pure nonsense that's really just going on in the world of anything and everything today. Always something stupid happening, always something dumb that can be retweeted. I was looking at last night, and I guess this is all happening as of very, very recently. This video came out of the guy on the production line at Kellogg's, and I'm guessing this guy was just having a terrible day, and we've all been there. You're at a job and you just want to do something ridiculous, but you get the dumb idea in your head like, yeah, well, you know what, screw this guy, I'm gonna break this computer and I'm gonna kick this and I'm gonna walk out that door and he can't tell me what to do. But you let your head talk you out of it. You have bills to pay, people to support, and you can't just go kicking and knocking things over and basically essentially ruining your job or your career wherever you may be located. But this guy at Kellogg's just whips his dick out and just proceeds to pee all over the production line. And now, of course, they're saying that this video is 2 years old, and I'm sure there's all sorts of reaction videos. And hey, look, if you're seeing me right now, if I'm looking right at you, you're on YouTube already. Open a new window. Don't close this one. Keep watching and listening to the Dan Nasty Show, and go watch that video for yourself, and you will see just. I didn't think I was going to really get a gist of it. I didn't know if they were going to have security camera footage of really how it was going to be when this became, just people talking about it and saying that's out there. But it is, just imagine taking your cell phone into a job and peeing on it, and that's pretty funny. And I imagine will be a PR nightmare for people who don't want to drink their piss flakes or eat their piss flakes, even though it does appear to be that this is, what do they say, 2 years old now at this point. But with the half-truths and the interwebs nowadays, anybody can say anything, and then you're just kind of just kind of screwed. It is what it is, and you have to then go by what people are saying, and react to it. And I'm sure there will be a dip in sales for them, but you know what? Kellogg's makes enough money, and if I could be frank, man, screw them. Whatever, who cares? Why not? Now I'm noticing that it shows that my camera froze there. I don't know how much of what I see is actually accurate, and how much actually does go over to you and what you see when something like that does happen. But it's all being worked out, and we're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do about things like that, and how we can make this whole process end up moving along, quickly and smoothly. To have some fun here, we're gonna talk a bunch of shit. I mean, hey, this is the internet age. I can curse. Try not to lean on it, but hey, it does happen, and who gives a flying crap if it does? Try to be professional about it, but you know me, I fly off the handle, and I'm sure if you if you're watching this right now or listening to us on where I'm sure this is airing, the Velocity Live Radio Network, or I think we're just calling it Velocity Live Radio now. I should know more. I was supposed to be doing the PD duties, the program director duties there, but that didn't really end up happening. I'm involved in it, and I will do some programming, and like I said, I will be providing programming there should they need it. But for now, we're doing this show. We're gonna see what happens, and always happy to work with Paul Verderosa and the the people over there. I say people over there, but it's really just a few of us. Myself, Kerry, Paul. Always fun working with them. I'm hoping to have some friends that are also now getting into this. With the internet age, a lot of people are starting to do things, so I want to try to get those people and work them into the show. If you somehow stumbled on this after knowing me from Mac and Nasty, or remembering me when I was doing Brony and Tony or any of those shows, I wouldn't hold your breath to see them on here. Mainly of my own doing. I kind of screwed those up, but I went through some things, and you ruin some relationships when you're not in the right state of mind. And at this point, if they wanted to come on and do something, I will openly say that all they got to do is call. They know the number, and I would have them on here in a heartbeat. But I understand people not wanting things to do with me, and when you listen to how psychotic I was getting in some of the older things that I was doing, it makes sense why I destroyed some friendships and ruined some partnerships, and that's just how it goes, especially in radio. Those types of things, they happen. But me, I was on my own path of destruction, and it is what it is, and we'll see what happens. I doubt they'll even know I'm doing this. I doubt they'll even care. But any former radio cohort that would want to come on here regularly, semi-regularly, just randomly now and then. There's obviously that email address scrolling across the screen like it's a 1990s infomercial, but that's the email. The number's still the same. You're welcome to call me, and we can set something up. And I'll leave it at that. That's all that really needs to be said. I don't need to go into anything else. But last night, WWE, they had that Roadblock special. I guess it was live on the WWE network. And I've been just kind of reading over some of the stuff they said happened, and basic just winners of matches, and I don't know, if you care, if you want a little update on things that happened, I guess we can just real quickly go over, the League of Nations was going against the New Day for the tag team titles. Obviously, the New Day won. After I'm not on the official site. I'm just scrolling through some of the thing here. Chris Jericho fought Jack Swagger, and blah 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 blah. Jericho won. They did some NXT stuff. Yeah, this stuff isn't. I guess there was that Brock Lesnar handicap match where Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper faced off against him, and of course you know who wins. Brock Lesnar's gonna win that match. Brock Lesnar's a beast. It must be very hard to book him to lose against pretty much anybody. Just because of, he's a beast, what he's done, what people know he's done. I mean, hell, he's the guy you had break the streak. So it must almost be weird to have to go to him and say, hey, you're taking the fall tonight. And I'm sure he's willing to do it. I mean, I don't know too much about all that stuff. It's a business, and I think he understands that, and he certainly has the best mouth. And I truly believe that, as much as a lot of things are storyline, that Paul Heyman runs his mouth for him a little more than storyline, and he's got a great guy going for him. You couldn't really ask to do anything more. I'm guessing, I don't really know what happened. Yeah, I'm guessing, Triple H didn't lose the title. Didn't expect him to. Nobody ever does expect him to do it. But I was seeing some people that were posting that they got there, they go to sit at the seats, and anybody who knows anything about wrestling, when you sit in the front couple of rows, you get to bring home the commemorative seats, and the seats were branded with the March to WrestleMania, which is what they were originally calling the event, before they rebranded it over to Roadblock. But lots of things going on over there that are fairly exciting, that have at least caught my attention again to take a look at WWE, where admittedly I wasn't watching. I always keep my ear to the street, or I read the rag sheets. I go on WWE.com and I talk to people and friends who watch this stuff, and I hear. But hearing that Shane O'Mac came back had to be just one of the greatest things I've heard in quite some time, and seeing him back in there, and Shane O'Mac dancing back and forth and doing his gimmick, that's really quite awesome to see. And I'm sure him and Undertaker are going to have a great match at WrestleMania 32. And Shane, never have I ever remembered seeing him disappoint in a match, whereas you would expect sometimes, hey, it's the owner's son, give him a break. They don't give him a break, and he truly takes a whooping in that ring, and it looks like it's going to be good, and we'll see where they take it. The streak is a thing of the past now, and you wonder if they'll make that 21-1 to 21-2 just for a storyline. If there's so many different ways they could go about this, and it'll be interesting to really see what they're gonna do, and have some fun seeing what happens there. But I don't have anything interesting to talk about that. Just some things that have been on my mind about it. There's not really a lot of well, I guess there is interesting crap. You got Trump running for president, but I feel like there's going to be so much time that we can spend on that topic that it doesn't. Is it worth getting into on a daylight savings morning when, hell, I didn't even realize it was daylight savings. Like I said, your clocks and everything, they change on their own. So it's certainly been a weird morning. People are already out and about, and to me it's 11:51 in the morning, but really it's 10:51. So that'll be interesting to see how it affects sleep and all that other nonsense. But there are a couple of ways, obviously, to get in touch. I've said all night, or all day rather. DanNastyShow@gmail.com, and of course at DanNastyLive on Twitter, and we're on there. Just shoot me a message. We can shoot the shit. We can talk regularly. I do check it. It's me. I don't have a team of producers and staff. This is a fairly simple thing. It's just me coming on here and ranting and raving and rambling about dumb things I see in the news, dumb things that are happening. There's always something going on, and the studio will get a little nicer as we work on things, and there's a lot of stuff going on. But I'm looking online this morning, and years ago, I was a huge fan of Saturday Night Live, and basically I was just anything NBC was doing at a certain point was just, they had Conan at night, even Leno. I liked Leno. A lot of people don't like him. I do like Leno. A lot of good stuff going on there, but sadly I don't watch as much late night TV and all that stuff as I used to. But apparently last night on Saturday Night Live, Ariana Grande was doing her. I guess she was the host and the musical guest, so it was a musical thing. I tried watching, a clip. I didn't have it DVR'd or anything. It was just the internet. But apparently she lets out an oh shit, and it made the broadcast on the East Coast. And I certainly, as somebody who has a mouth that tends to get him in trouble, I am certainly interested in seeing what kind of backlash there is against NBC, against Lorne Michaels and Saturday Night Live. Now you got to remember Saturday Night Live. It's 11:30 at night, so especially letting a shit slip through. A shit isn't that bad. I think we can all agree that there are a lot worse things that could be said. You drop an F-bomb, a C-bomb. I mean, that's just the end of your career right there. But anything like that, yeah, then I see some. But dropping shit late at night, it's not that big of a deal, and they have all those fleeing expletive things, and I feel like people down south may feel like it's a bigger deal than us here in New York really care about it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know how all this works with hold on, throw a little plug in there for the 14 car. Ty Dillon in it this week. Tony Stewart's still, of course, out and injured. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. So here's the deal. There's apparently a way with all of this that I can throw to a... See, I don't know what just happened. I think you just lost a bunch of that. So I don't know